UNSC report to Office of Naval Intelligence, 2251. The recent attempt by Grunt extremists to detonate a plasma charge on Skylar was thwarted. Though I understand your agents failed to catch the envoy responsible, I trust that Oni shall remain vigilant in that regard. Our new Halberd Destroyer, a new line of UNSC starship of a greater power than our frigate line, has been pressed into service. It comes at a good time. The Ongoy also appear to have created a new destroyer of their own. This vessel appears powerful. We must tread lightly. However, we do have a new ace up our sleeves. The ancient shipyard found has been confirmed to not be of foreign design, but it does date back to that era. The technology aboard our new frigate is beyond anything we've seen, and shall make a good addition to our forces. End report. Hi guys, Tom from Project D here, and welcome back to Stellaris Responsibilities Mantle. Last time we found ourselves an ancient factory which gave us a nice new frigate that will be useful for a couple of episodes at least, but... Oh, and the scientist has died. Well, this is a wonderful start, isn't it? Thank you for that. Some physics. Let's go with the top one. And economic mandate fulfilled, so we have a new ruler. Everything is suddenly happening. We just started this and everything. Well, either way, we have our, what I hope is a curator over here, some sort of enclave. And, oh, really?
System survey.
Anyone else want to die on me? This is perfect. Everyone is dying. It's just 2020 all over, isn't it? I was putting me back a little bit, not too much. I'm getting nanomechanics in 3 months, so my science will go up a little bit, cold fusion power, and the rest of it will come shortly thereafter. See if we can get through this episode without more deaths, shall we? Communication established, and it's a trade league. Hell, not quite what I was hoping for. We are a business conglomerate operating out of the Akanda system, specializing in trade, the very building blocks of civilization, as we'd like to say here at Zero Corp. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you're interested in making a good deal. Not what I was hoping for. I mean, if they were a curator, then they could have given us science, but here it's just resources. I've never particularly used trade leagues all that much. Now maybe I'll find a reason to, but
Research concluded.
we have them, and we also have nanomechanics. Awesome. Mac guns, yes. Mac guns. All the way. Finally. The Banished want to form a defensive pact. Sure. That's unexpected. We are coming quite buddy-buddy with the Jurahane all of a sudden. Which, I mean, I think we're breaking contact. And the Swords of Sanghelios. We just met the elites. Huh. Okay, that's awesome. The Arbiter. I bring greetings from Arbiter Fel Vadami, the undisputed ruler of the Swords of Sanghelios. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. And they're all the way over here. Well then, our warriors salute you. The way lies in our hands. We will not be held back. Our warriors salute you. Oh, and they've met multiple other people. They're neutral, belligerent. Alright. They're rivaling some people. I see some research things. They got better. Alright. Can you give us communications, please, and tell us who these other people are? Favors. We'll give you a couple of favors. 5. Sure. Who else do you know? Who are you currently warring with? That I see there.
Anomalous readings registered.
The Megeka. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. Sure. Yeah, That's the created. 343 Guilty Spark of Installation 04 and the Killbots. Foreigners, Kikya, Sanshayum. Oh shit. So Megekalo colonies. And there's the religious council demands your attention, heathen creatures. Provides spiritual guidance to Megekalo colonies. The intention to lead a great nation, the path of salvation. Do not defy this path with your presence, alien. So yeah, up there as we saw, xenophobe, militarist, spiritualist. So these guys are not going to be our friends, the hunters here. We will not be held back. Sanshayum, the Covenant themselves. Well met, I represent the Sanshayum faith, led by the illustrious Prophet of Truth. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere with our spiritual affairs, our relations may remain cordial. Evangelizing Stellaris, Divine Emperor. Yeah. Way forward lies in our hands. Kigyal mercenaries. These are a mega corporation and they're pirates. I bring greetings from Oligarch Okukuzozo, whatever, the undisputed ruler of the Kigyal mercenaries. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and our fleets will not attack. Yeah. So, militarist and well, materialist, so they'll get on affairs. More salute you. Mantle of responsibility. The Forerunners themselves. I bring greetings from First Builder. That person. The undisputed ruler of the Mantle of responsibility. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and maybe our mighty fleets, well, I'm getting a theme here, we're being threatened a lot. But yeah, the Mantle, the Foreigners themselves, all out of Genesis. Our warriors salute you, Foreigners. The created. Organic vermin detectors, your infestation of this galaxy cannot be permitted to continue. 343 Guilty Spark. Not the avatar I would have liked for him, but the mod didn't contain an avatar for him that worked with robotic empires. So, just using the default eyeball robot thing will have to do. We will not be held back, Ancilla. Let's have a look at these empires then, shall we? Over here we have Installation 04 in the Sowell system. As we see here, yeah, Halo. Our second Halo ring, Installation 04, one ring section currently habitable. Genesis over here, and another Mega okay, there's a third Halo ring. Halo ring number 3. So yeah, we now know 3 Halos, and over here we have the relic world of Genesis, where the Foreigners call home. Sorry, yawn. It's got a lot of interesting things going across here. Got the Kigal mercenaries who have a Yadello over here. And Ain, how I think you pronounce that. Sanshayum have Janjor Quam, and they live on High Charity. Look at that beautiful model. High Charity is in the mod. That is their home system. The space station from the games, the seat of the hierarchs. All of that, and below we have Jandril Quam itself, which is shattered because, you know, High Charity is made from part of its remnants. So they're bordering Megeklo, and the Sanshayum, I think, are at war with the Megeklo. We've got T over here, rings around it. Nice little feature. Yeah. Sanghelios is down here, and is conquered by the Hunters. The elites aren't doing as well as I would have thought they would do for, you know, the honourable warriors and Hal holding the secondary protagonist of the original trilogy, Dalavadame. That's it. Time to upgrade our reactors and everything else. And get rid of that design. It's already got it. Everything's looking pretty sharp over here. And we've got Mac cannons on the way, which we can use to replace those coil guns, which would be a nice treat. Nanite crystal lattices. Detailed analysis of the enormous metallic crystals dominating Markaz V's landscapes have defied all expectations. Katarina Brinkman is excited to reveal that these oversized crystals are in fact composed of trillions and trillions of deactivated nanites. Their molecular structure matches no known empire's nanotechnology signatures, making their point of origin indeterminate. They may have deposited on the planet by an unknown spacefarer for an unknown purpose. As far as Brinkman can tell, the nanites have compiled themselves into perfectly oriented crystalline lattices and replicated until the point that they become deactivated. Until the crystals, yes, they last resemble buildings. And that gives us 200 of the damn things. Huh. Birth of the galactic community. Several spacefaring empires, some of them are known to us, have banded together to form a galactic community. This supranational institution serves as a forum of important matters to be discussed. Although we are not involved in its founding, other members have extended an invitation to the United Nations Space Command for formal membership. Should we accept? I think so. This is part of the Federation's DLC that I haven't actually touched yet, so this will be an interesting thing to look. Let's have a look. Resolutions can be proposed from the Resolutions tab. Added the proposal queue to the left. From a list we can choose support resolution, adding a diplomatic weight to it. The resolution with the most support will eventually move to the Senate floor for a final vote. Interesting. So we can impose like laws across the galaxy, so long as you're not like the creator, they're not involved. The Mantle responsibility have the most, because of course they do, the bloody foreigners. Current resolution, we want to pass the resolution, that's our focus. Looking at the queue here, so supporters and opponents, that's where they'll go. Resolutions themselves, commerce industry, what we can currently do. Can't do much, because I suppose we're still in the early days. Ooh. I think I'm gonna propose a form of galactic market, because faster resolution is all well and good, but a galactic market is what we need so I can get better access to resources. So a nice strong support, so we'll get it. We'll do that. We propose a resolution for a galactic market. We've got the Tianqi Conservation Axe, and we've got the Ready Shield. The Ready Shield has the most right now. We need to get more than that. Oh no, we're back at the top. We're back at the top. Hopefully we can stay there. As for these other resolutions, let's support both of them. We've got plenty of supporters going on, and we've got a new one there I just spotted. Comfort the Fallen. That is banished. The banished have proposed that one. Interesting. And the Yanmi! We've also discovered the Yanmi! The final normal empire we had yet to discover, the drones. And we didn't actually get a message popping up greeting us, they just kind of were there. Unsocial bastards. So they're over here. That leaves only the Fallen Empire and the Marauders as the only two. A Fallen Empire and a Marauder are the only two factions we have yet to meet. And then we'll have everyone. So, yeah, so everyone's going to slowly expand and take up the remaining space. I imagine there'll be a Fallen Empire or Marauder over here by the Sankhili somewhere. And the others maybe towards the west, around here somewhere. Like, they've got to appear somewhere. I just have to keep looking and eventually we'll find them for the end game. Well, we've got plenty of resolutions now, but mine is in session. I win, haha. The Senate is now in session and everyone's supporting form a galactic market. Which
construction completed.
Makes sense because a galactic market is something everyone's interested in. It gives us access to strategic resources and stuff. So, awesome. And we have a new tradition and a new ascension perk. So, got our diplomacy, so our trust will go up. That'll help with the young guy. As for our ascension perk, what else have we got? We've got the Colossus project there, engineered evolution, defend with the galaxy. Isn't the Juggernaut meant to be in here somewhere now as part of this DLC, or is that a tech? I might have to look into that. I'm not entirely sure. Because Juggernaut would be nice by the end of the game, since it's a roving mega ship that can construct things. It's basically a roving space station. As for now, subject trust cam, I'm already doing subjects. Admin capacity is always a good one. That'll help our resource drain. Starbases is tempting. Starbase influence cost is also tempting. Enigmatic engineering, can't reverse engineer our tech. I think we should go for... yeah, let's go for that for now. I also saw edict capacity there, maybe in the future. But for now, we get more admin capacity, so our resource drain isn't quite so bad. And we have our first generation Mac cannons. That's going to help our ships a lot. Ooh, machine templates, star holds, or more research. Star holds or machines? Let's go for star holds. Get machines at a future time. Yeah, let's do that. We get machines next time. Start going into AI. But for now, we can really start to improve our ships by giving them Mac guns, which can punch through enemy capital ships. I mean, they're not super Macs, they're only first generations, but yeah, they slugs into space. They're slow, they can miss, but boy, look, that's powerful. That's very, very powerful. Those hit, they'll do a lot of damage. So, coil guns can be replaced with Mac guns. That should hopefully really up our fleet power. There you go, next one, that's the frigates. And onto the destroyer, you get one at the front as well, your primary cannon. And obviously for the actual Mac platform as well, it gets a heavy one, proper big Mac gun. That'll help our station defenses as well. Can't do anything with nuclear missiles yet, but that's practically Halo anyway, because you use nukes. Alright, let's upgrade and see what we get. So, you and you. It's not all that expensive, that's fine. And obviously our defenses over here as well need a quick do-over.
Ship upgrades applied.
Strength from small places. Let's just get more energy. Cause, yeah, I remember this one. This yeah, more energy production could be good because we're only plus 14 right now. Especially capacity overload has changed.
Ship
It isn't as good as it used to be. Let's have a look. So, ooh, the battle group is now up to... my second fleet overreach is now up to 1,000. Also, we have more power now. Yes, plus 5% energy credits. That's pretty wonderful, actually. Grab that. And home fleet is still upgrading, though that is getting more powerful. It's up to 1.5. It's gone up several hundred.
Upgrades applied.
Yeah, Mac guns drastically improved. We get more ships. Imagine how powerful we can become.
To the universe.
Also, planetary capital. What shall we research after that? Let's get naval capacity up.
Evasive
It's
maneuvers.
a bit over. Also, what's going on over here? Now, bloody space amoeba whales, whatever it was up there. Hopefully, test your new Mac guns on some wildlife, would ya? Because, yeah. I think they'll make a perfect test, don't you? Archaeological site pending. Archaeological research on the surface of Dressel 3A confirmed that the ruins on the planet belong to extinct species known as the Zomax. Unlike most, they did not seem to be interested in space travel and never discovered the hyperlane network, or slipspace in this case. However, they nevertheless developed impressive technologies while almost never leaving the vicinity of their home world. Brinkman names nanotechnologies as a primary area of expertise. It seems they were wiped out when another massive body, perhaps an asteroid or a comet, collided with the moon, rendering it uninhabitable. Curiously, very few bodies have been found outside of designated burial grounds, and fewer than would be expected from a massive disaster like this. I suppose they should have left. Birth of the Galactic Market. Our resolution has passed the Senate floor, and the Galactic Market now exists, which means we can promote one of our worlds to host it, which is going to be expensive in terms of influence. And I imagine the King will already be pushing for that because they're the mega corporation. So profit is their gain, and there's also their war cry canonically in Halo for profit. Establish a quasi-centralized hub of galactic commerce. They will surely benefit from having a hub for the UNSC space. Resolutions passed, yes. So I think which world has the most trade? I think it's Earth, isn't it? So that'll be the best to promote. It costs 150 influence. Let's do that, and to promote it further. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It costs 300. It's not cheap. We're going to do it once. We'll have to build up again before we can do it a second time. But we'll go for it as best we can. We're currently adequate. We'll keep piling resources into that because that'll help our market value. Also, I've just noticed the Banished. We can form a federation with them. If we send an envoy, we can form a federation with the Banished. Breaking canon even further, but that is a half-decent idea. We have sent an envoy over, and we can now form the federation with them. So one's still at the envoy space, and one's here. Oh, this is making a new federation screen. I haven't done this before. So we have 3 we can do. 2 we can't. Members of this federation are united and have to cooperate to deal with whatever problems may arise. That's just the standard federation that's always been there. Just a few extra bells and whistles. 50% smaller penalty to federation cohesion. Research cooperative. This federation is leading towards technocracy, wherein the universal truth and CC programs are the focus. Yeah. Automatic research agreements between all federation members. Yeah, that's not too appealing. Martial Alliance. Members of this federation seek to close the ranks of their ideals. Martial prowess and military cooperation. Ship starting experience plus 100. Starting experience plus 100. Ship build speed also increased. I think they're accepting the 7. They won't accept the research. The Martial Alliance makes the most sense because, you know, one, the Banished, they're very punchy in the facey. It gives us a lot of extra stuff with ships, and the UNSC are also heavily militarized. I think Martial Alliance makes sense, and we can't do a trade league hegemony anyway. I should call it. That is the question. Naming your federation. Something Halo. The Reclamation. That makes sense. Humanity are the Reclaimers. We are making this alliance to protect against the foreigners and the created, and we are the Reclamation. I think that serves our purpose as well. And we are just kind of waiting to... Hey, there they go. A new federation. Let history record on this day the governments of the United Nations Space Command and the Banished signed a treaty of federation. As founding members of the Reclamation, they will now face the future as allies. The combined might of the Martial Alliance is sure to give pause to those with designs of territory on its member states. A new era of military supremacy has begun. So that will improve all of our ships. A great day indeed. Let's have a look at the screen. Lots of new things. We get level 1 with losing cohesion, so we'll need to fix that. I think we need some envoys over here. We can give the Grunt Association status as well. That's they're very, very on board with that. Maybe we can start to push them towards getting membership themselves. We voted, and
we are being hailed.
Not entirely. Migration treaty, sure, get that as well. We should do something about the XP. Meanwhile, new excavation site through the fog. It appears that the Zamar obsessively made and maintained low-tech hard copies of their news publications, fearing tampering and disruption, and some of these strategies Our storages are intact, and Rinkbun was able to reconstruct parts of the events leading to the downfall of their civilization. A large number of reports concerning the Portent of Doom, a massive comet on a collision course with Dressel 3A. Zamar leadership revealed the existence of a secret project prepared for an extinction level event, but the exact nature of the event is unclear until now. Nanotechnology experts have got to deal with it. Okay. And that brings us to 2261, the end of this episode. And oh boy, has it been an eventful one. We have met all the other empires, barring the Fallen Empire and the Marauder that is somewhere in this galaxy. I'm sure we'll meet them in due time, and it will be terrible, because we're 40 years out from the mid-game. But we got the Reclamation, our Federation, which is slowly gaining cohesion. It's going to take time, but we'll get there. We've got the Ready Shield up on the Senate floor, so we'll continue doing diplomacy. We've got plenty of diplomacy. We're increasingly friendly with the Banished, breaking all the cannon in the world. Working on the Ongoy, meanwhile, is going to take some time. I mean, last month it changed by -5 because we're losing, like, sport resolution yearly. But they are an association status. It will take a while, but eventually we'll get these guys on board in the Reclamation, and other empires too, if at all possible. We will increase our power. The Banished vote no right now anyway, even if we change our war philosophy just to get that final boost, which would work, but we'll have to wait until the Banished are friendly. And maybe the Banished will invite them in. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, the Sanghili are getting their asses kicked. The Sanshiyum are helping a little bit, but that war's not going well for the Sanghili at all. And the Megaklo are rather superior, so his war breeds progress. They've still got Installation 04 over here. Very dangerous. Like, they haven't attacked yet. They're suspicious, incredibly hostile, so I think it's inevitable that the created are going to declare war or be declared war on. Who knows when that's going to happen, but it will happen. And then we have, of course, the foreigners. Who knows what they're going to do? They may be a bit of a rival for the Mantle of Responsibility. They're on the other side of the galaxy, but that is all problems for later down the road. We still have to open up a portal, for one thing. Build up a military, secure our place in the galaxy, continue to expand. That is what we need to do. We have a Federation fleet down here that is starting to form. Every 2 episodes that will rotate. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, ta-ra!